Well, hello there, ladies and gents. We are, we're about a half a day into this transmission swap here. I didn't record anything yesterday. I got started on it, just kind of moved the driveline out of the way and took a few parts apart. Y'all are going to have to bear with me because I've been sick for the last week, so I'm just now getting to the point where I can actually do something. And it's about as warm as it's going to be for the next couple of days, so it's about 32 I think today. We got towed here, I don't know, about a week and a half ago. I was on my way to do a call, and transmission, I'm thinking the transmission went out. I'm pretty sure, I'm not a transmission guy, but my PTO wouldn't work and there wasn't no gears, and she just kind of went kaput. About, I don't know, third gear I think is where I felt it take off, so I don't know what happened. And unfortunately I don't have any kind of information. There's a data plate that goes right here on this transmission. It's an AT545 is what I know, and there's no data plate on it, so I don't know the serial number or anything like that. I haven't been able to get it, so I'm kind of down to taking it to a transmission shop and letting them just kind of do their thing with it. So I don't know, somebody said the clutch might have went out in it, somebody said you know, a couple other things, but I think just, you know, it's a 30-year-old truck, so I'm just going to redo the transmission and everything else. So I've already got that lined out. I just got to take this out. I'm kind of slow moving, and because I'm just not feeling very well. So today's project is to remove these hydraulic lines. Try to, when I get these out of the way, I'll be able to get up there to get the, let me see if I can get a light up there to them. I can get a light up here for y'all to see something. I'm trying here. Okay, so anyway, there's, let me get it up here on top. There's a couple of coolant lines, or oil cool lines. I need to get those off. It'll be easier once I get these PTOs, or these hydraulic lines out of the way. I'm going to leave the PTO on for now until I get it out. Just, I don't feel like messing with that up there. I want to get everything out of here and then deal with it. I may have to take this off here. I don't know if they're going to want it off. I would imagine, but I'll ask them if they want me to take it off. I can just zip it off real quick, but that's really all there is to it. There ain't a whole lot to this thing with coolant lines, and then the bell housing. I've got my jack lined up here, so we'll be kind of more or less ready to go with it. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on this thing and see where we go. Oh yeah, these are accessory battery lines for the other side. Then I got this cross fuel thing for the tanks. I was able to turn this one, but this one here gave me a little trouble. I'm gonna try not to mess with it. If I have to, I'll just drain the frickin' fuel out of it, which means I'll have to take all the fuel out. Well, this one's closed. This right side's closed, so we'll be good there. But I'm gonna try to get this one to turn. If it'll turn, that's good, because then I can just take this hose off. I'm gonna have to do it to get this transmission line. I might replace this while I got it, just for the hell of it. So here we go. Hope you enjoy it. Well, today's Friday. I started on this yesterday, but I may have to get my snap on one because this will be not going to light enough. Let me see. Yeah, it does. Okay. So today's Friday. I started on this yesterday. I only just did this what I showed you. I didn't do anything else. I didn't fill up to it, and it was a little colder than it was today, so I just said piss on it. And I went and drank coffee all afternoon. I've been down for, I don't know, it'd be close to 2 weeks here. So, I'd rather get cured, get better than go back to work whenever I'm better. I don't want to mess with it too much. It's just too hard to deal with. So, I don't know if I'll be able to get this. What I found is that when you're sick, you ain't got no fucking strength. Can't hardly do anything, and it just makes working harder than it really needs to be. And you can also really hurt yourself too. When I was in my 20s, I was like, I don't give a damn. The older I get, the smarter I get. So, get these hoses off of here, and I can. When I was towed back, luckily it happened to me when I was kind of in town. It didn't happen because I go out of town sometimes. I'll go a couple days away, and luckily it happened right here in town, so not too big of a deal, just a little tow bill. So it won't be the first time or the last time that I'll be on the hook, so it is what it is. I'll let that drain for a little while. Hopefully I got enough oomph in me. I may have to get a wrench on there with some leverage. I don't know what size that is. Takes the sucker all the way open to get to it. I'm gonna try to find me a wrench. Somebody give me a wrench. So, for the record, 1.5 inches, I think. I got it right. Find out here in a minute. Close enough anyway. Yeah. So 1.5 inches. See if I can get this over here far enough to get to. Get that up here maybe somewhere. Or ain't dribbling no more. I replaced this little line here. It was started leaking down here. And like some lines, I just even when it starts leaking like that, I just redo the whole damn thing. I mean, you gotta depend on it, so I don't really half-ass. I just soon get it done right. Let me see if this gets enough leverage. Pull on it hard enough to get it out of there. Alright, let me see. There we go. I got it. That's another thing. When you're sick, you just can't fucking do anything, man. You got no strength to do nothing. I'd rather just stay inside and freaking. This one's gonna give me trouble and ain't gonna want to turn. What size is that one? Smaller. Something to hold that sucker still. Probably ain't never been off, or at least I haven't messed with it anyway. Let's see if I can get it to turn for me. Well, that one opens up wider than the other one. I didn't know that. Let's see if I can get that to turn without any trouble. Probably not. I may have to take out that whole connection right here. I don't know. I just need to turn it. Probably before the end of it, I'll be replacing this damn thing too, I'm betting. She ain't gonna want to turn. That's just a supply line. Move all the way back there to the freaking thing. Wonder if I were to heat that up, if it would do anything. Suppose I could just disconnect it. Might only have 2 bolts holding it up there. I may have to do that. I really don't feel like replacing that hose at the moment. It's got one there and on the other side. That's where the shaft is. I don't know what size that's going to be. 7/8 maybe. Sorry, I gotta move y'all just for a minute. 3/4. Could be on the tight, or just because I ain't got a damn strength, I can't get it off. Let's see. Let me double wrench it. Impacts won't fit in there, so you're kind of SOL on that. Let's fix it. There we go, I got that sucker. Should just be a little shaft that goes in there for that. I took that little hose off thinking that it'd be easy to get this one off, but I was wrong, so, which is pretty common for me. Yeah, I might just put this image back on if I'm not going to be able to do that, because keep that shit from dripping all over me all fucking day. I guess I should have started with the big one. The reason I took that one off was so I could get to that one, but it ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna leave it that way and piss on it. Let's see, where's this other one at? I can't get no frickin'. I might be able to get a seat in there. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't even know if I can get a turn on that with a wrench. Not even a little bit of a turn. I'm gonna have to climb up in there for it's over. turned completely. Just by luck. I got turned, now I can't get no more out of it. Come on, baby. Give me something. Alright, I got that one bolt off. That inside one there. Should just leave us one side. And then she ought to lift right off of there. Hopefully. I think that's just a through shaft in here. Like this comes from the gearing in this. I did one on a Peterbilt a long time ago. It was similar to this. He couldn't, his PTO went out on him. I couldn't figure out why. So we got in there and the fucking shaft had sheared off with this shaft right here. So, why I never asked, I don't know why, but. And this one we should be able to. Might be kind of a pain with the hoses there, but we should be able to pull this sucker back. Cool retainer things here. Before I shove that back up in there, I'll put some anti-seize up in that hole. Just because I can. Let's see, let me cut this retainer hoses things here and move this thing basically out of the way. And see, now that we got that out of the way, I can get up here and release those, I might just put a bungee on that. No matter what, I gotta get out of the way. So I just disconnected it from the frame there where it held on. Now that we got that out of the way, I'll be able to climb up here and disconnect those two hoses right there. And while I'm up there, I'll redo or take away those bell housing. And get my jack up under here and go from here. So, what about a little? I tried to locate some kind of a information tag. I wasn't able to find nothing. And the only one that I found was that one that I showed you guys. That's on the side, but it didn't have shit. So it was basically useless. But that's alright. Can't quite fit totally up underneath here, so we're just trying to maintain what we can right now. disconnect all this. I'll probably just disconnect this main wire harness right there. I'm assuming that's and then of course I got the linkage I got to deal with, but I'll deal with that here in a minute. Right now I just want to get this top shit taken care of. And these are just the cooler lines coming up from the radiator. I don't know if they got pressure. I don't think they got pressure on them, but they might have a little oil in them. Yeah, I was really thankful. And the transmission it went, you know, at least in town. It really could have been bad if I went out of town hauling something heavy. I can't haul like a heavy one, but some reasons are dry. Figured there'd be something in them. It's not good if they're dry either. That might be why, because they got hot. That one's rusty. Hopefully it comes off. I might have to get a torch on it. I don't know. Talked to a buddy of mine here a while back about this. I worked with him for a long time, and he said that it's possible it could be the clutch. Well, no matter what, it's got to come out. So. Out of there before it cools off. I ain't got a whole lot of room, so I gotta try to make it work. Hard to say if there's oil in there. I would imagine that it would have a little bit of residual. If they don't, there's a problem there. I'll look into it. The transmission's getting too hot. I tow a lot of shit that I shouldn't be towing with this thing. tell you a funny story about that, but it ain't gonna happen until spring. Bought a couple of new spring packs for this truck. Heavier. I think they're the same, but they're just new. The ones that I got on here just they're old and they squat really bad. So there ain't no oil coming out of that at all. Yeah, they're dry. I don't know. So those are loose. They'll come out. I think when I pull it back and come down with it, I'll have to rearrange them a little bit, but for the most part they're off. Everything else should come out okay. I didn't think there was much in there. I drained out, I don't know, 20, 25 gallons or so from that tank. This one here, this other one, it should have shut off, so if it didn't, we'll know pretty quick, because it won't quit running. So I'll let this one drizzle if I get it off. Yeah, this one's going to be a problem too. I had a feeling all this shit was really going to be problematic, just because I ain't gonna tell them when it was messed with the last time. So I tend to expect it. She may not unplug either. Maybe I can get a channel lock on there. Let's do it. I don't know. So, if this side won't, I know this one shouldn't have more than a gallon maybe. So for whatever reason, if it doesn't quit draining, then this other side, because the other side's got about 20 gallons in it too. That one seemed to work okay, so we'll see. I think in the end I'm going to end up replacing this crossover line anyway. Just because I'm in there, and they're not that expensive. I've got everything on the truck to make a new one, so. must have drained it up pretty good. So that's what I mean by this other valve works like it should. So that's that. I figured there'd be a gallon or two left in there, but there weren't nothing. Alright, so that's that. That's out of the way. Like I said, I'll probably redo this line before I put it all back together. Like I said and done, I got everything on the truck to make these all new. Just compression, or like a compression fitting and just hose. There's no pressure on it, it's just an equalizer valve or hose. So anyway, I got that off. The cooler lines, I think there might be an attachment over here I got to mess with. I've got everything off up here for the most part. The only thing I got left to deal with, if I can get a camera on it. I've got to, I think this is the dipstick where you check it out. I don't know how the hell that comes out of there. It seems to move a little bit, but disconnected the linkage for the gear. Actually, that's probably the dipstick. I don't know what the hell that is. Probably a, I don't know. Anyway, I disconnected that. I don't know if this is normal. That's park. I don't have park on this. They've taken the park out of it. That was before I even bought it. 1, 2, 3. So there's park, reverse, neutral. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. So I don't know what this is for. I'm not a transmission guy. That's my dipstick. I could be wrong. Actually, that's probably where you fill it. That very well could be the dipstick after all. I don't know. I would imagine it would make more sense to have the dipstick here than here. That's probably just a fill. So, I'll have to take this little nut off, probably a 10 mil. And then we ought to be able to unbolt that. I've got my jack fairly set up for the most part, more or less. If I have to, I'll do something with that, but I think I'll be able to get around these battery wires. So, anyway, let me figure out what to do on this. So, there's a little bolt here. I'm guessing it's probably just like a keeper. Might be how it comes out. I wouldn't imagine there's any fluid, probably it's all right here or lower. Man, I could be wrong. That's what keeps it in there. I don't know if there's one on the other side or not. I don't think so. I don't feel one. It might be reverse. We're just gonna leave it hang. I'd like to find a way to plug that fucking hole if I can, though. I don't know what that is. Y'all might be able to tell me. I'm guessing that's reverse sensor. plug that hole. I think I'll fuck with it right now though. So, looks like I gotta take this off. I have to drain that transmission fluid. I don't know how much in there, a couple gallons probably. I don't know. I really didn't want to do that. But it looks like I may have to. That sucker probably ain't gonna come out of there. How much is in here, so I'm gonna be ready to plug it back off if I gotta. That seems normal. I mean, it's transmission fluid. Time will tell. It's gonna get all new shit anyway, so. Well, we're down about to the little bit drops. I'm gonna let it go down all the way, at least as far as I can get it. And then I'll take that other piece off the other side. I think that's the fill tube, or most likely. I don't know. That could be a dipstick in there, but I doubt it. I could be wrong though. I'm probably wrong. So, and like I said, whenever I put this back together, I'm gonna put some NICs up inside this hole here, just because I can. Alright, we should be able to get this thing out of here, hopefully. I don't know if I gotta get kind of physical with it or not, but we'll see. Looks that way, naturally. Let me torch it just a little bit. Inch and a 1/16 is what it says. Come on, baby. Yeah, that sucker ain't moving. I'm gonna end up cutting that son of a bitch out of there, which sucks. Sucks. Why aren't you coming out of there, damn it? I don't know. Come on, damn it. Sucker ain't gonna go. Figured so much ain't never been off there, probably. Well, heated up too much and you're going to be replacing the pan. split that damn deal there. I wonder how hard it would be to get that whole tube to come out. Yeah, that's where you fill it at for sure. Well, alrighty, I got all the bolts pulled. I may have to put a strap on this thing to bring it out. If I can get it out of the shaft, because there's a little shaft in there, I think I've got enough here where I can just bring it back. Should be able to. Should be able to lower that now. Well, there it is. I'll come back when I get it out from underneath the truck. Well, there she is in all her glory. I'm probably going to replace the torque converter as well, just because it don't make no sense to put a transmission in and not replace the torque converter. That's like replacing it. I'll dig that out probably tomorrow. I ain't gonna mess with it anymore today. So a little bit of a pain to get it out, but not too bad. I've done worse. So anyway, we'll come back to this whenever I get the transmission. It's gonna go to the rebuild shop probably Monday. They're closed. So it'll be Monday before they go. But until then, we'll come back to it. Well, there's been a little bit of a discovery here. I was looking at how many bolts there was to take this torque converter off. And while I was doing that, I ran into something that was pretty interesting. Well, I don't know how well I'll be able to video it, but let me see if I can get up here. Already coughing y'all here, but ain't nothing to do about it. Anyway, inside here, there's two sets of splines for like teeth, I mean like the transmission. So the back side, I'm going to call the transmission side, are fine. But the ones, what I'm going to call the starter side, which would be, you know, the engine side, they're completely stripped. I'll try to do what I can to, let me see if I can zoom that in a little bit. That's about as good as it's going to get, y'all. So, I don't know if y'all can really see inside there very well. But you can see the back side here. This set of teeth that you're looking at back here is going to be the transmission side. And the ones in the front, they're gone. They're completely, I mean, they're smooth. I can see right here on the camera that you can see where they were, but they ain't there no more. So that's pretty interesting. Very well could just be looking at a torque converter here. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I'm probably not going to pull this off today. I'll probably do it tomorrow and go in and have some coffee and call it a day. I'm not really feeling too well, so I did the best I could to get this transmission out. When I get that off, I might be able to look up in there on that side. I don't know if it's got the other side or not. I don't know how these torque converters are made. So I don't know if I'll be able to see on that end. But that's about as good as I can get. But you guys can look, if you have transmission guys that know, you can see that there's no teeth up inside there. So pretty interesting there. I'll show you the transmission shaft too, how it should be. The big side teeth, I'm going to call the big side, which is the transmission side, and then the starter side, which would be the smaller set of teeth. I'll show you what it looks like on the transmission. Alright, so here we are at the transmission. So what I was telling you is that the teeth that we could see, can't really see that, the teeth that we could see were these right here. The prominent, I mean the spline. The other one we can't see is this one right here, because these are stripped out. So I don't know what kind of condition these are. They look alright. They're good and strong. And this moves separate than this. I don't know all this, how the transmission stuff works, but if you look at that, it moves independently from this. So whatever happened here, the communication wasn't working. So I'm guessing that's how the torque converter works, you know. But anyway, this side's the one that's bad on the torque converter. This one's fine. So I will probably get this on a dyno anyway, at least. See what they think about it. So that's all I'm going to do for today. I just want to share that with you. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll come back out here and get that torque converter out. I just don't want to mess with it today. So I found some pretty interesting stuff. So I think this is going to be our problem. Not this, but on the torque converter side. So anyway, there you go.